We are very quickly approaching summertime, which means perfect weather, beach days, and some of the most exciting times in sports. Welcome back to Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, and I have plenty to tell you about this week, so I will get right to it. First off, let's take a look at how the NHL playoffs are unfolding so far. We have finally moved on to round 2 after an intense finish to round 1. Unfortunately for us SoCal fans, the LA Kings lost to the Oilers in Game 7 of round 1 and will not advance to round 2. The Oilers are now facing the Calgary Flames, and the Oilers are currently trailing 1-0 after losing 9-6 in a wild, high-scoring game. Game 2 will take place tonight at 7:30. The number 1 team in hockey, the Colorado Avalanche, have moved on to play the St. Louis Blues after completing the sweep in round 1. The Avs are currently tied 1-1 with the Blues. Game 3 for that series will be on Saturday at 6:30. The 2 Florida teams, the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers, are also scoring off for a spot in the semifinals. The Lightning have won the past 2 Stanley Cup championships. Can they move on and compete to win for a 3rd straight year? Game 3 between the Panthers and Lightning will be this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And lastly, the Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Rangers kicked off their series on Wednesday, and the Canes are up 1-0 after winning Game 1 in overtime. Game 2 will be tonight as well. It's a very close sprint to the finals, and I know I can't wait to see which teams come out on top. While hockey still has a ways to go before we crown a champion, the NBA playoffs are quickly coming to an end, and we're down to the Final 4. The Miami Heat and Boston Celtics are competing for their chance at representing the East in the NBA Finals, and the Heat jumped out quick, winning Game 1, 118-107. Game 2 went a little differently as the Celtics were able to steal a game in Miami. Game 3 will be on Saturday. Over in the West, I have to start by admitting that I was wrong. A few weeks back, I was maybe a little overconfident when I said the Suns would make it to the finals. Not only was I wrong, but the Suns lost to the Mavericks in Game 7 by 43 points. Like I said, I will always admit when I'm wrong, and that was a big one. Anyways, the Mavericks have moved on to play the Golden State Warriors, and Game 1 saw the Warriors in championship form, pulling out a dominant first win, winning 112-87. Game 2 will be tonight. Between playoff hockey and basketball, there's so much entertainment going on in the world of sports, especially if you're from the state of Florida or just a fan of their teams. Florida currently has the Miami Heat, Tampa Bay Lightning, and Florida Panthers all competing to possibly win a championship. And don't forget, on top of all that, they still have Tom Brady on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to root for. Some people just have it all. With that said, things aren't too bad for us Southern Californians either. Although the Lakers, Clippers, Kings, and Ducks were eliminated either before or during their respective playoffs, we still have baseball to keep our spirits up. I keep raving about the Angels, but can you really blame me? The Angels are currently in 2nd place in the AL West and 8th place overall. Mike Trout is back to full form, leading the team in home runs. Shohei Ohtani is looking just as good as he did last season, which saw him win an MVP. And the pitching rotation has been on a tear. Just above the Angels, however, are the other 2 SoCal teams. The Padres and Dodgers both are currently top teams in the MLB. As of Thursday morning, the Dodgers currently lead the league with a plus 83 run differential. The Padres are looking like they can make a deep playoff run as well. Like I said, things aren't looking all that bad for us as fans. All 3 of these teams play all weekend, with the Padres and Dodgers being on the road, but the Angels do have a homestand, which I hopefully will be attending at least one game. Outside of the 4 major sports, football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, there's still a lot going on. After the first ever Miami Grand Prix and no race last week, F1 is back this weekend at the Spanish Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc of Team Ferrari is back on top of the driver's standings, ahead of Red Bull driver Max Verstappen by just 19 points. Ferrari's team is also leading the Constructors' Cup, ahead of Red Bull by just 6 points. The race this weekend should be a contentious one and a race that could completely scramble the leaderboard, so it'll be a fun one to tune into. The race will be at 6 a.m. on Sunday, so if you're up bright and early, be sure to check out at least a few laps of the race. There's an abundance of sports to watch, attend, or follow along with this weekend, so be sure to tune in for all the fun. But, like I said to open the show, it's almost summer and the weather's beautiful, so spending some time in the sun doesn't sound too bad either. I'm Cole Young, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you right back here next Friday.